Hi, this is Wayne from Inkish, and we're here at Printing Expo in sunny Orlando. I now have the pleasure to talk to Heather Long, who's Product Marketing Manager here at Fiery.
Hi.
Heather, really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Thanks for stopping by.
It's an absolute pleasure. So here we are, the last day. The finishing line is just in sight. How's it been for the last couple of days?
It's been incredible, actually. We've had a lot of foot traffic come through. We've had a lot of leads, and so we're really excited to be here. And just looking forward to the last day.
Yeah, I think the organisers are fairly pleased about, firstly, the size of the show. I think they're saying that this is the largest Printing United that they've had. And judging by the amount of people that have been coming through the door, I think it's probably going to be the highest visitor numbers as well. So,
I think so.
all lends itself well.
Yes, certainly.
So you're here with Fiery. I understand that you're actually previewing a new piece of software.
Yes.
Do you want to give us a little bit more of a insight into that?
Yeah, certainly. So today we're showing Fiery JobFlow Pro. This is our workflow automation software, and it's actually the successor to our current version of Fiery JobFlow, but we've actually redesigned it and built it from the ground up, and so that way we can utilize a much higher performance platform underneath, and then we can integrate now with AI. So, taking a step back, for pre-press workflow automation, what does that mean? So we're trying to just automate all those tedious steps that you receive all the time. So maybe you receive a business card, and you don't want your operators wasting all their time constantly clicking the same job presets, doing the imposition layouts. We want to be able to automate that. So taking out the clicks, taking out the aspect of human error, and to have it do it automatically, so then that way it frees up their time so they can focus on higher value jobs.
Right, okay. And obviously with the drive with web to print systems, I'm guessing that it sits nicely between that and the MIS?
Yes, absolutely. So one of the benefits with this, we've changed the underground architecture, is that we can receive jobs from a variety of different sources. So if you have an e-commerce site, we can actually receive jobs from that, from different job tickets, from Command Workstation, or even from the browser here for the drop zones.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So where does it stop? So the job is created on a web to print system, the customer uploads the artwork as best they think it is. It might be a Word document or whatever it may be.
Exactly.
That artwork then gets fired into Fiery. So what are the checks that happen from there?
Yeah, so we're going to receive that job input, and then depending on what the customer wants to do, we can then build a workflow for them. So on the back end, actually we can take a quick look here. Here's our interface, and so here we've seen there's multiple different drop zones for different purposes, what they're trying to accomplish. But ultimately, let's say, for example, they have a job that comes in and it says it's a business card. And so we just want to go ahead and print it, right?
Okay.
But they drag it into, let's say, what file is this? They drag it on this, and the AI system in the back end actually will scan the contents of the job and not just look at the metadata. So it doesn't say, businesscard.pdf and just go there and come to the printer and then waste prints. It will actually scan the contents, understand that, hey, we realize the category of this is a catalog instead, and then we'll route it to the appropriate workflow. And then if you throw in a pre-flight report, a lot of it's technical jargon that maybe some unexperienced operators don't know what to do, or you don't want to fix it yourself. You want to send it back to the customer. So we can actually have a drop down for the operator's experience level. And so if you set it to a beginner mode, it'll translate that PDF document, the pre-flight report, into more of a human terms and language, so it's easy for anyone to understand. And then we can automate shooting it back to that customer so they can do it and fix it themselves.
Right, okay. So the operators would be studio-based that would be using this system?
They could. it's a wide variety of different operators. And so you can have your experienced technical pre-press guy or a new student intern coming in.
Okay.
So as long as, we build the workflows up front, and then we can incorporate, different goals, and using AI to then route it to the right workflow.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yes.
And then what happens with the job then? Do you integrate with MIS systems? Does it then go into a production flow?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what they want to do with it, but ultimately the goal is to print, right? So then we can connect it to Fiery-driven printers, which we connect to a wide variety of different cut sheet printers and even large format. And then if you also want to integrate with other systems like MIS, we can feed that data to them so they can collect it and analyze it.
Okay.
We can also use that to then trigger another workflow, or let's say you finish one job, and then you can come over here, take a little barcode scanner, scan something, and then we'll automatically print, let's say, the shipping label to then send it out to the customer.
Oh, okay. So it goes right the way down to dispatch as well.
Yes.
And and is there any need for it to track through the production routes? Does it talk to production boards or anything like that?
Yeah,
Oh,
it can.
okay.
It can, certainly. So it can receive so many different variety of inputs, and it's all just sending, on the back end, it's sending just messages.
Right. Okay.
And you can also adjust what the message is. So if you want to say, adjust the copies, you can insert that and it'll translate it and just send it through. And it's a lot more flexible than the existing one. Before it was more linear. This one can branch off, and we really, our little catchphrase is print smarter, automate anything.
Nice catchphrase.
Yeah.
And it's all API driven, I take it. Is it APIs?
Yeah, yes, there is APIs, but there's also nodes in the background. So we've actually built our custom JobFlow Pro nodes.
Right.
And then it's open sourced, so actually customers, depending on what their goal is, they can go in and they can get additional nodes or building blocks, to put it more simpler, to accomplish certain different things. And we really try to remove the scripting element out of it. And so that way our power users can come in and do additional connections and integration or scripting, but we're trying to make it more user-friendly.
Well, it sounds like a fantastic system. And when is this available?
This is coming out first week of December, hopefully.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm sure. I mean, obviously, reducing touch points is the big thing at the moment. If you want to make more money on a job, reduce those touch points with automation.
And receive more jobs as well.
Well, exactly that.
Yeah.
Exactly. And with web to print now, it's huge, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Heather, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. It sounds like a fantastic product.
Yeah, we're really excited about it.
I wish you all the success with it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.